The Issue-Centric Paradigm by Ammenster, by Joseph Wojciechowski, Johowski for short. In this we're going to cover what the issue-centric paradigm is and what is it at its heart. Here is an example of an issue-centric folder. The whole idea with being issue-centric is that all files and information pertaining to an issue is found in one single place. A place where everything can be found, everything can be referenced. Here is an example. The characteristics of an issue-centric folder are a history, which are these two files, a history, which are these two files, a list of tasks that need to be done, a diary of when the things have to happen, and some general information. The issue-centric folder that I've just displayed is at the heart of the issue-centric paradigm. This is different and opposite to, say, something like a email client. And an email client, for example, is, and we might start with Yahoo, for example. Which is something like that. Is an application, or it can be a database application, or sometimes a mixture of both. But the key characteristic is that the information or data is fragmented. It's in multiple applications and a mixture of databases, desktops, and file systems, and may span multiple people and multiple systems. The issue-centric paradigm is about putting everything in one space, right here, in one folder. The whole Ammenster package, which is, we're just putting it up here, is a demonstration of how to manually work with an issue-centric system. Now, this demonstration page is all about file naming. It's about creating new files, opening and sorting emails, opening applications, doing virus checks. It is about working really quickly. Don't be intimidated by the system, by the application. This is for advanced users who will become advanced, and you start by learning little by little. Think of it as a map where certain areas you do certain things, and as you become familiar with an area, you become familiar with a technique or some usefulness. Now, there is one more thing that we have at Ammenster, and we'll discuss it in the next video, called the integrated workflow environment. But what I want to point out to you is the advantages of working in an issue-centric system. Once you have the basic schema of how a issue-centric folder looks, you know straight away that you can read in English when something happened and what the order of events was. You can also read in English what the things that have to happen are. And you know when they have to happen by, and you know where the pertinent information is. Now think about this for a moment. If you never seen this folder before, or this issue before, you right click, open path, and there you are, straight at the issue. You can look at that and you know exactly what has to happen. You don't have to think about it. Now think about it from a large language model harness like OpenClaw or ClaudeBot or any of the other harnesses for the large language models, and you just ask them to do a simple thing, is to look up that date and execute what has to happen. You have the instructions, and just from that one file it knows where to look in the folder to gather its information. Human or AI, agentic AI. So it knows it has to look at that file, and that file, and that file. It has 4 small files. That means the context window is tiny. It means it can do things without being overwhelmed. It means smaller models. It means that humans can supervise what's going on and actually work in the file. That's what it means to be issue-centric. In fact, more than one person can look at the file at the same time, work on different parts of the file, the folder I should say, or the issue. We should really call it an issue. Now, this is how we find the issue that we have to do next. We program when things happen. We do these dates. We program them up. And would you believe until this year we were doing all this manually? This has been going on for 30 plus years, since 2000, around 2000. Probably earlier, probably around 2000, 1999. We've been doing this system. Small band of people. And until now, we didn't have an automated system for doing this. Now with AI, it's been possible to program up. And in the next video, I'll start introducing how to use Ammenster and why it is useful to this process, and how AI is going to fit into this process using something like OpenClaw and a harness. That's it for now. Thanks for visiting. Remember to like and follow, because this is going to be a rapidly evolving area. And anybody who starts learning this, I promise you, you will advance faster than most people, and this is a real pivot. Okay?